Easter Bunny Films presents...
in association with Twilight Zone Soundtrack.
It's even better than the first edition. Oh, I guess our cameraman's getting a little train sick.
Knowing how to ride a train requires a PhD these days? The wonders of packing!
Someone's going away on a trip.
So can you guess who it
The
is?
traveler is Bobby Watson. He's going out west, all by himself, to spend his vacation on Uncle Ray's ranch.
Hooker Ranch, that is.
And while Bobby gets all scrubbed and polished,
In his
cleaned
clown
and
makeup.
combed, down in the railroad yards, his train is being showered.
Ooh,
and
oh,
steamed
that
all
feels
at the
so
same
good.
time.
Ooh, yeah, choo-choo.
Before every trip, passenger cars are pulled through an automatic washing machine, where they're scrubbed and polished until they shine.
Okay, who put the red car in with the whites?
The big diesel-electric locomotives, already cleaned and oiled, wait to be called for work.
But the immigrant trains get all the
In
jobs
another part of the
instead.
railroad yard, fresh linen and towels are put on the train. And food for the dining cars where the passengers will eat while they ride.
Brought to you by Doc Brown Institute.
The Watsons live in a big city.
Like sheep.
Just now, Bobby and his father are coming to the station in a taxi.
It turned out to be the cash cab.
Passengers arrive on foot, some in cars, and some by bus.
And some by train, which kind of defeats the whole purpose.
The station is a busy place.
I must
Many
not
trains
throw
come and go
apples
in this
in
station.
class.
The bulletin board shows what time each train should arrive and leave, and whether it's on time or late.
Usually late.
At the baggage counter, people may check their bags and suitcases to be carried in a special baggage car. Mr. Watson prefers to carry Bob's suitcase right onto the train.
Now discover the
There are
drugs.
stores and newsstands in this station, too. Bob thinks a magazine may help to pass the many hours on the trip.
Little does he know, Bob
Let's
bought
go,
a
says Mr.
Playboy
Watson.
magazine.
The sign tells him where
Geez,
to
you think
go.
they'd be a little more specific than just states?
Passengers pass through this gate to get to their train.
That's why they're called passengers. Hey, this isn't a ticket. Nice try,
Each
Pinocchio.
passenger shows his ticket to the gateman.
Oh,
So
is
the
that your
gateman can be sure
passport
that
photo?
each
Looks worse
passenger
than a
gets on the
Bigfoot
right
mugshot.
Track number 1, says the gateman to Bobby.
Even though it's track number 10.
Here's Bob's train all put together, ready for the passengers. In the rear is the observation car. As he walks by, Bob wonders if he can ride in it.
Cause Bob really
Yes, says
likes
his
to
father,
ride the
but
rear.
first, we must find your seat on the train. The engineer and his helper are climbing aboard the big engine. They're all set for the trip.
With a six-pack of boobs.
Here's Bob's car. The porter takes his baggage.
It is now Gestapo property.
Mr. Watson asks the conductor to keep an eye on Bob because this is his first train trip alone.
That's right, Bobby.
Then
You're
gives
with
Bobby
me
his
now
ticket.
for your first trip. Oh my.
You're on your own now, he says.
No, he said, all aboard!
The engineer gets the go-ahead signal. He opens the throttle.
Look up the throttle! Run the hatches!
Fire the torpedoes.
The huge locomotive sets the train in motion.
Bye,
Slowly
son.
at first.
Hey, wait a minute. Where's my wallet gone? Bobby, come back here right now.
The signal light is green.
No, it's not. It's
The road
grey.
is clear. Through the railroad yards, the train travels slowly. Bob's riding in a small room of his own called a roomette.
Ha! You
It
got
has
a girl
comfortable
room.
seat in the daytime and can be turned into a bedroom at night.
Damn, screw
A
first
wardrobe is
class,
built
I'm getting a
into the wall of
roomette.
the roomette and a wash basin.
And a
Bob sees
urinal.
a neighbor open the wash basin. The tracks gradually lead out of town and join the main line. The engineer watches every road sign carefully.
Unfortunately, he
The
didn't
safety
watch
of the
what hat he
passengers
put
is
on
in
this
his
morning.
hands. Traveling in a roomette is comfortable.
My butt hurts.
Tickets, please. Bob has 2 tickets, one for the train trip and another one for his place in the roomette. The Pullman conductor gets the roomette ticket.
So Bob will now
The
have
train
to find
conductor
somewhere else to
returns
stay.
half of the round-trip ticket to Bob to use when he travels back home again. Now Bob can go and explore the train. On
No!
his way, Bob first passes through a chair car. Many people like to ride in share cars like this one, especially for short trips. It costs less and is quite comfortable. The attendant tells Bob that the observation car is 3 cars farther back.
Thank you, ethnic
On
minority.
his way, Bob sees the dome car, a car with a roof of glass. Through the glass dome, the passengers can watch the landscape all around them.
And die from radiation skin burns on really hot
Here is
days.
the observation car. Now Bob understands why it's at the rear end of the train.
Because it sucks.
While the passengers relax and enjoy their trip, many people work to keep them safe and comfortable.
Ah, we're going off the
In the
tracks!
train kitchen, cooks prepare
This chef
meals
is so
for the
tired he
200
doesn't even want to try.
Fresh, engineered food.
Now the train's hurrying through farm country.
Looks like he's posing for a perfume
At
model.
lunchtime, the waiter rings chimes to tell the passengers
Oh,
to come to
they're
the dining
treating us
car.
to a xylophone
In a
performance.
moving
Oh, that's
train,
so nice.
waiters have to learn to keep good balance when serving food.
Whoa!
Many people leave their coach seats to go to the dining car. A dining car is like a traveling restaurant. Here, while they eat their meals, the passengers can enjoy the moving landscape.
With Thelma from Scooby-Doo.
For passengers who don't want a big meal, this train has a lunch car. Bob has ordered a sandwich for lunch and a glass of milk.
This is where he gets off, so he won't get to enjoy his sandwich. Poor
And while
Bob.
he eats his sandwich, the train is approaching a station.
Look out! You'll hit Marty in the DeLorean!
It's just a small one, but it's important for the train crew because here, the engineer and his helper are leaving the train and a new crew takes over.
Hey, wait a minute.
This
A
way
few
the
seconds
train has
ago,
a
that
rested
train number was
engineer
310.
every few hours.
Now it's just 300. What happened to that 10?
Say, look who's here.
Hey,
This is
it's
Clyde.
no one we know.
Bob has company. Now the boys can watch the landscape together.
Houses. Yeah, that's nice. Hey, wait a minute. Where's my dad's wallet
And
gone?
they can talk about the things they've seen on the trip so far.
Which was usually barren
Bob
desert.
tells Clyde about the ranch he's going to visit.
And all the ladies on it.
After a while, they decide to go to the observation car.
And look at the
where they
naked
can play
chicks in
checkers.
Bob's magazine.
In good company, the afternoon passes quickly.
Unfortunately, though, Clyde isn't good company.
The boys don't even notice that the sun is gradually setting. It's already bedtime for small children.
And life-size dolls.
This room is larger than Bobby's and is called a bedroom.
No.
Already the evening meals are being served.
Okay, I know one of these meals is poisoned, but will it be yours? Oh, I shouldn't have eaten all those
While the
sprouts.
train speeds into the dusk, the porter prepares beds for his passengers.
He unfortunately got crushed by this door.
The shadows grow longer, and the countryside darkens.
And Clark Kent runs by.
Guided by signposts and signals which tell the engineer the safe speed
Ah!
at which he may travel, the train speeds toward the sunset. One by one, the lights go out,
For there's a mad
and
gunner on the
passengers
train.
go to sleep. This is how a passenger goes to rest in a roomette, prepared for the night.
We felt as though you didn't know how to go to bed.
Bread and butter, bread and butter, bread and butter, bread and butter.
Now it's morning again.
Because God likes to play yo-yo with the
Uncle
sun.
Ray's ranch is just across the mountain range, but the train won't have to climb over it.
I think I can.
The tracks are cut into the sides of the
I
mountain,
think I can, I think I can, I think I can.
and sometimes the train goes through the mountain itself, through a tunnel. Or it rushes across rugged country,
This makes me
over
sound
bridges and
silly.
Are you ready? Asked
Are
the
you
Pullman conductor.
ready?
Bob will get
Transformation
off at a small
Central.
station where the train stops only for a moment, but he's all packed and ready.
It only takes a moment.
Come on, Bobby, here we are.
But this is like a second home to me. I have nowhere else to go.
Welcome to Lammy.
The porter
Oi!
carries a step for passengers so that they can get off the high cars easily.
I don't want to see you on this
And
train
as he
ever
follows Mr.
again.
Watson, the Pullman conductor sees Bobby off the train. Here's Uncle Ray shouting, "Hi there, cowboy."
Because that's all we know about people who wear
The long ride is
Stetsons.
over.
Hey, wait! This isn't my uncle! I'm being abducted! Help!
Uncle Ray's Jeep is waiting.
But it doesn't look like a Jeep.
The train starts off again. And off goes Bob to the ranch, to new adventures with cowboys and horses.
Then later he'll meet
But the
Applejack and
train
go
goes
apple bucking with her.
On across more mountains, more valleys, across desert country until it reaches its destination, California.
Hi ho, Silver! Away!